Foyer.
He's saying foyer, which is the other pronunciation. Yeah, pronunciation of foyer.
But foray.
And Flan, I can podcast. Let me give my keys. Give my keys. I can podcast.
Don't do it right now, please, for the love of God.
No, I could do it right now if we really wanted to.
Buddy, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since I was like 8.
About Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
Rebel Evil is Lord Slug.
What have I done?
Neutral Evil is King Cole.
All right, guys, I won't talk to you for like 20 minutes. Sorry. We got some Bowser sympathizers in this bitch.
Honestly,
bring the means of production to the Goombas. I mean, look at how varied and inclusive King Koopa's whole force is. He doesn't just have Goombas or Koopas.
He has his children who are child soldiers, which is a war crime.
Yeah,
Let's
sure. He gets
that.
a little bit of
it.
Now, that's also considered that Mario kills them, so that's also a problem. But
and literally one of my interests, as listed by Facebook, is young right-wing politics. And I was like, what am I looking at? I don't know what you think I'm looking at that makes me interested in these things.
It's because you like to argue.
I guess. I'm like so annoyed. I'm like, I literally just joined Hobbit queer posting the other day. I'm like, stop it.
welcome to All Topics No Pizza, where we start with a single idea, then move on to new topics until you get dunked on because Nick is so mean to me. I am Matt, also known as Rhuminus.
Screw you. I'm also just Deion.
Yeah, fuck you, Matt. Your stupid Frankenstein face and your fucking shrew-ass head, dumb fucking attitude.
No, it's important.
Goddamn, love this man.
It's important
this
to
wasn't
note
a joke.
that,
That's what I'm talking about.
No, this is not real. This is important to note that
no
one
these are
has
things I say about him constantly.
I do. Ugly. Ever. No one's ever said that. He's a very handsome man. Handsome the way that Frankenstein is.
Yeah, you know, in the same way that Frankenstein is handsome.
Exactly.
Round 1. Fight.
All right. Well, if you want me to compare you to a Mortal Kombat character,
victory.
I guess you could be Mocap or maybe Striker.
I will take offense to this when I look these characters up because I haven't played Mortal Kombat since I was like 10.
Striker. Oh no, he's like.
Yeah, Striker's just a cop. Striker's just a pig.
Okay.
No,
who's the other one?
What's the one?
Mocap.
Mocap.
What's that is the forearms.
That's a technology.
Yeah, but he's also a fighter.
Killer Instinct.
Pretty positive he's supposed to be, in lore, the mocap artist behind Johnny Cage's video game representations in the Mortal Kombat universe because, you know, Johnny Cage was a movie star.
No, I'm an idiot. I looked up Killer Instinct like a moron.
The reason that we know that Matt is handsome is because he's got a really strong brow line like Goro does in Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god! Oh, Deion,
you're fired.
Finish him.
Are you supposed to be protecting me? I just got my ass beat from both sides.
Flawless victory.
Flawless fatality. Jesus. You know, my favorite thing about the Mortal Kombat series is as like appropriative as it started off, it's beelined so hard into its own in-universe lore.
Hey, hey Nick, I do have to ask a question. Why are you paying attention at all to the Mortal Kombat story?
Because let me tell you, if you pay attention to it, you're like, holy shit, there's a cohesive. there's a cohesive overarc to it.
There's like overworld beings trying to take over the realm, so you got to beat their ass. That is it.
They have retconned it.
Dude, Mortal Kombat 11
retconned it
is literally about time
times.
travel. I don't want to hear it.
No, exactly. That's the point. They've retconned their canon story 3 times. You can't tell me that
Yes, they have.
There is not a cohesive story.
The reason they kind of retcon it is because up until Armageddon, there really
wasn't a story.
I mean,
to the speed of.
it's not wasn't a story. It's that it was very disconnected. It's kind of like the Zelda franchise. As much as fucking Nintendo wants to sit here and try to shove the Hyrule Historia up everybody's ass,
They literally went to Tumblr.
there is no timeline.
So they have
were
like 5
connected.
different timelines or something.
No, it's
3 timelines.
This is what they did. They went to Tumblr. They looked up Zelda best timeline. They copied and pasted that GIF. They reposted it with official art, and they were like, "This is as close as we could get to making it official." Good job, you idiots! You did the work for us.
I have a confession to make. I've never played a Zelda game.
Oh, I knew that.
Never played a
No, I
Zelda
knew
game?
that. Yeah, you can tell by the way he is.
That's that's understandable though.
Nick-
You don't like JRPGs.
Nick,
I do not.
What?
That explains so much.
Right? He never had a fun childhood.
I did not. This is true. I don't know why
Yeah.
Zelda was
that's why
required
he
of that.
likes
I played
Mega Man
Mario.
games.
Isn't that good enough?
No,
No.
the fact that you prefer
Mario teaches you about the horrible power of capitalism.
I mean,
I thought I was about jumping and getting mushrooms.
Do you know how many skits there are of Mario and Luigi?
Are problematic.
No, not just are problematic, but are just like the people have done like gritty skits of the
Yes.
Mario franchise. There's the fact that it lends itself so well tells me that at some point in time this was definitely the point, or like it was
Because
the theme.
I mean,
It is the point. The blocks are originally
it's the idea-
the inhabitants of the
yeah,
the thing.
the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah. So when you break the blocks, you're killing people.
I mean, Luigi's Mansion is all about ghosts. Like literally, how many fucking people were murdered in this house that he has to go clean out?
no.
That he
worse
also
than
doesn't
that.
want to be in.
Well, no, worse than that, because Ghost in the Mario series don't imply
Necessarily dead
yeah.
person. It could be a living entity.
It's just a living entity. So the fact that this white man walks into the home of all of these ghosts and just removes them forcibly from their home, I mean, that's...
Dear Nintendo, we here at ATNP
Goodbye, Nintendo dollars.
believe that you should alter the image of Mario to adhere more to his imperialist propaganda mentality that he clearly has.
Yeah, like they make Mario Max like, oh, he saves a princess. Royalty is the problem.
Who is blonde-haired and blue-eyed.
Yeah, royalty's the problem.
And there's the turtle
Honestly?
that breathes fire. I feel like that's a problem.
And that's what I'm saying. The turtle that breathes fire are actually the good people. They're trying to bring down the bourgeois Mushroom Kingdom, trying to, bring.
We got some Bowser sympathizers in this bitch.
Honestly,
bring the means of production to the Goombas, to the Koopas. I mean, look at how varied and inclusive King Koopa's whole force is. He doesn't just have Goombas or Koopas.
He has his children who are child soldiers, which is a war crime.
Yeah,
Let's
sure. He
consider
gets
that.
a little bit of
He's
it,
a
a
little
little
bit
bit of
of a
it.
warlord.
but
That's also considered that Mario kills them, so that's also a problem.
Yeah,
but-
the number of times I've had to bop one of his children into a lava pit makes me feel a little wrong.
Yeah, they're just trying to protect their dad because they know that Mario that he's next. I wish that somehow it was. I know it's not possible, but I wish we had like a pre-recording where people, or at least we could like listen to what we were talking about before. Because I thought we were going to be talking about similar things to what we were talking about before we started recording, and then as we immediately
First time on the podcast, buddy.
we immediately went to Mortal Kombat.
First time here.
Are you new here? Yeah. I just am like,
guess we haven't shown you around. This is where we keep our tofu vending machine.
Gross.
No packaging or anything on those things.
Oh, it's just
slide on out.
slimy
Lots of
square
wet tofu.
things. I don't even know what it's made out of, but it's gross.
You can see it floating in the tofu
it's
water
mostly-
right there.
yeah.
It's just a fucking viewing screen of the bin of tofu.
So
that's
it's an
sitting in this
aquarium of tofu.
The
Got it.
sheet, the sheet of tofu. Yeah.
thing. Yeah. That one's
The making
hilarious.
of tofu is actually really fascinating, but that's another story for another day.
Look, man, if you want to put together a slideshow about tofu, and we make it an
We could do a
episode, and
2 to 4 part
I will
series about
gladly
Tofu.
we'll
ignore
make Matt upload visual
We could do a
aids.
whole 2 to 4 part series about Tofu.
A whole 2 to 4 part series.
Speak-
Someone else is editing all this because I am not sitting through this twice.
Yeah, no. Not if he's got to do it 2 to 4 times.
All right, Dean, that'll be your foyer into editing. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know.
Foray. My
The foyer.
initial
Foyer.
do
No,
you
no.
spell
Foyer and foyer are a part of a house, Matt.
No.
Yeah,
four-
it's the entranceway, right?
Foray is an excursion.
I'm fine with either one of these.
Here's
These are fine to me.
foyer. How do you fucking spell foray? Foyer?
I think it's like
Foyer.
Forey.
Forey. No, Forey is the building part of the house, the entrance of the house.
It is the entrance hall, so that works.
A sudden
yeah.
sudden attack or incursion into enemy territory. This is just Mario Party again.
Both of these are accurate. Both of these are accurate to what's going on in my life.
Something.
I like that the second definition, which is verb, is make or go on a foray. It's like you can't use the word in the definition, Oxford.
What's a foyer?
The verb definition is-
it's when you have made a foyer.
Not foyer. Foyer is a part of a house,
I
Matt.
think it's pronounced the
That's
same.
what I said.
No, it's
No. The
F-O-R-A-Y.
thing that Matt is the way Matt's saying foyer.
He's saying foyer,
but it's foyer.
which is the other pronunciation of
Pronunciation.
foyer.
But foray.
Pronunciations.
And Flan, I
didn't
can
say I could
podcast.
speak good,
Let
I
me
just
give my
know when
keys.
you're not
Give
speaking
my
good.
keys. I can podcast.
I can't run this podcast by myself. Wait a minute. I'm too drunk. I shouldn't listen to me.
I've said this before. I could just do this by myself. I could, as long as Matt can still edit it, I could talk for an hour and a half by myself.
I can do
This
this
is
by
the thing, I
myself.
don't-
As long as Matt does most of the work, I can do this by myself.
I could
So here's the
produce
thing,
all the content.
Deion,
But-
this is the weird thing. Is I'm gonna sidetrack here and say this is a funny image in my head because in the Chucky TV show, the love interest is a black kid who runs a crime podcast where he is the only person on it ever.
What are you talking
And just
about?
No, I'll get there.
I
I'll
wish
get
you could
there.
see
Just
my
the
face.
idea of you.
What is happening?
I just want to say
I've changed-
we went from foyer to foyer to.
No, exactly.
I'm getting
No,
there.
you're not. Listen, dude, we went to the pronunciation of a word to. You know how Chucky's Bride in the Chucky TV podcast?
No, I didn't say Chucky's
the
bride.
Chucky
What?
TV show.
I said
In
the love interest of
Chucky
the main character
in what?
in the Chucky TV show.
Yeah. Do you see how we're not me and Matt aren't following?
I'll get there. Has a podcast where he is literally the only person on his podcast ever.
Didn't say
like every
That's
time
just a talk
it's mentioned
show.
on the show. That's the issue I have with it. It's one of the weirdest things, and you now sitting here being like, I could do this by myself. All I'm imagining is, what would Deion's one-man talk show be like? Because I already have an idea in my head of a one-man talk show, recently influenced by
Chucky.
my media. And so I'm just
The
trying to
doll
put together,
serial
like,
killer.
that wasn't my point, Deion.
I know that wasn't the point, but I'm just sitting here like chastising Matt for saying words. I'm sitting here trying to. We're
I
chastising
can't say
each other,
preface. I can't say foyer.
and then you were like, hey, you know this reminds me
I
of
beeline
Chucky.
because you.
I know, I get how it works. I know what you mean, but like, Jesus, what the heck?
Matt, chop that up to make it intelligible if you need to. I
Make
don't
it
care.
less intelligible.
New
if you can.
Year's
No,
Eve.
you make it so. You know what? Bleep every other word, and every other word that you don't bleep, reverse bleep. Put like a reverse version of the bleep over it.
Okay.
There you go. That's how you can edit it.
Okay.
Or not
Matt's
include it.
just
Or
sitting here
include
like, I don't care how many people pay. We don't get paid enough for this.
it. Matt doesn't get paid enough for this.
I currently am not getting paid enough for this, so you
could-
no.
I don't think you could ever get paid enough to do whatever he was.
So Matt, me and Deion are gonna have a conversation about alignment charts while you do this.
Okay. Is this
and
about
then
my,
we'll come
my
back
sexual
to you.
alignment?
No, this is your moral alignment.
Oh
Ooh,
boy.
do they have-
I'm
do
not
they-
taking this.
do they have?
No, you're taking this.
Do you have a sexual alignment? Is there a sexual alignment chart that they have?
I don't think.
I want to take that one, but this one just says sociopath.
First of all,
So,
sexual
Nick, hold on.
alignment is
This
definitely
the
Matt.
same-
If we're
This is the
if we're
same
writing down on a
website
paper,
that I-
if we're writing down on Matt's physicals paper, sexual orientation. It's just
power.
Matt.
No, it's just power.
No, it's just power. That's
just,
like I like power.
Whatever woman can overpower me, that's the one that I want to bed.
Matt, is this true? You got a Dami kink?
I mean, I don't.
You like a large woman?
I'm taking a test right now. I can't respond.
Yeah, Matt's taking a test. He's in test time.
The person you have tried to reach is unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
Matt, if
The
you
voice box is
speak
full.
one more time,
Nick.
we have to send you to the testing center. We know you have an IEP.
Nick,
Uh,
I have to ask. Have you just been taking these tests since I sent you the link to this the first time?
no.
Because remember,
I have mine open from the time I took it. Defining the moral alignments in the D&D world is kind of...
it's kind of a moot point now, no?
It's kind of a moot point because they're moving away from alignment, but I do like alignments.
They're moving away
as,
from pre-ordained alignment. You no longer start
yes,
as...
yeah, exactly.
Because it's a little fucked
And
up to say this person... When you start saying a specific race of people is naturally evil, you run into some serious issues.
And, which is why now it's more like, well, in the context of like this D&D lore history, this race of people have a culture that, because of thousands of different events, have become known for evil. That doesn't necessarily mean you are evil, blah, 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 blah. And because, as we said, D&D earlier, you don't need any single part of their lore. You can make whatever up you want. If you want your D&D game to happen in the middle of Los Angeles, fine by us.
But I told Nick, Matt, like, if I was just a little bit lower into neutral, him and I would be almost mirrors of each other. But you are closer to being in a straight diagonal line across the axis to him.
Yeah.
But honestly, in reference to like the three of us, if we were to think about the three of us together in a group, this makes sense.
Yes.
This
makes
in
sense.
reference to the three of us specifically, this is where I would think it may not be perfectly aligned, but I think this is where we would line up on this chart.
So to put it in perspective, because I don't think we mentioned it, I was listed as chaotic good.
Yes, with a higher propensity for chaos.
Yeah. So Nick, you were.
I was.
Mostly
I got
true neutral.
I got true neutral.
But tell them where on the true neutral chart you are.
But I with a propensity towards both law and evil, which we'll get into.
Like bottom corner, like true neutral, sure, but like bottom corner. And then mine just says, what is this? Neutral
so you are
good?
You are neutral good.
I'm surprised I wasn't more chaotic.
On the brink of chaotic.
Yeah, on the brink of chaos. You're literally one more person getting killed by the cops unlawfully. Well,
no.
At all.
I think that if I took the test again in a different mood, I would have gotten the single line over the line into chaotic good, because everyone who has bothered to listen to a single episode knows that this is an anti-capitalist podcast, which I think, depending on the society you're in, straight up tells you this is chaotic.
I am one depression away from going full Burns Wall Street.
This is So like I think anti-capitalism. I think because morality charts have to be rooted in your society, right?
Yeah.
Anti-capitalism is chaotic, even though it makes more sense. Even though chaotic is evil. I mean, even though capitalism is evil, it's lawful evil, right?
Yeah, no, it is some of the most lawful evil out.
But only lawful in the fact that it defines its own laws because it has the power to do so.
So I just found a revised version of the alignment chart, by the way.
Oh, send it.
That has it's using
send it even more now that you've hesitated.
Well, because it's literally I was trying to do a thing, and this is what it is. It's Game of Thrones characters with a revised alignment chart. But it goes this. lawful, social, neutral, rebel, chaotic.
Nick, can you do me a favor? Just remake this whole chart for the sake of this conversation in Dragon Ball Z characters. That way I understand what's going on.
Oh, okay. Ooh, man, this one's hard.
Aren't most villains in chaotic evil?
No. So here's the thing. Chaotic evil is Janemba /
Don't do it right now, please, for the love of God.
I could do it right fucking now.
Oh, no, buddy. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since I was like 8.
About Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
Rebel evil is Lord Slug.
What have I done?
Neutral evil is King Cole.
All right, guys. I won't talk to you for like 20 minutes. Sorry.
Social evil is Vegeta. First season.
Oh, so you're going full like video game where there's different characters. It's the same character, different power up for the same role. Yeah, okay.
I would like to mention you have your own podcast for this.
Fucking chart. I could put Vegeta on this chart 6 or 7 times.
Vegeta's gonna be like
alone.
4 or 8 of these positions. Goku's gonna be.
What hair color does he have in each one of these boxes?
Goku Black, Rebel or Neutral Evil.
Okay, wait. Can I make a suggestion? I think
the hardest would be Lawful Evil because I don't know of any character that actually obeys laws.
Frieza.
In Dragon Ball Z.
Frieza is lawful evil.
Frieza?
Isn't he chaotic evil? Isn't he just Space Hitler?
No. So Frieza, no matter what, Frieza's lawful because Frieza is a prince.
That's true. He is the law, technically.
He's the law. It's either impure or evil, and his whole family line.
No, lawful impure would be Cell.
I think that rebel impure would be Cell.
But doesn't he obey the rules of his contest or whatever?
No. I take that back. I agree. Lawful impure. I think
rebel impure would be.
I think my biggest take, my biggest like people would fight me on this. Goku.
Rebel impure would be Vegeta.
Goku regular Goku. Neutral impure.
Not lawful good. Not lawful good.
No. Neutral impure. Regular Goku.
This man lets demons power up to like level Super Saiyan level 10 before he fights them just for fun.
Goku is on the precipice of evil.
He's true neutral.
No. In neutral impure.
And
I will fight for neutral impure for sure.
Allow me to defend
true neutral.
And this is why. Goku, despite willingly letting villains power up,
which is a bad thing.
Has an extremely specific moral compass.
No. Here's the thing. Yes, Yes, he does. But here's the thing.
His moral compass is his fist.
The only thing he believes.
No, he has a moral compass. It's just miscalibrated because if he cared about his people,
absolutely.
If he cared about his wife and his son, he wouldn't let him do that. It's
why I think he's like walking in circles in the true neutral category.
Because
at no point has he ever made a decision that's gone one way or the other.
No, yes, he has.
It's always like
he
one
almost
step
let his
forward,
kid
2
die.
steps to the left.
He let
multiple times
power up. Listen, neutral impure. I'm staying neutral impure because he's selfish, but he's not evil. He's in it for himself.
Like true neutral will do anything.
I think Vegeta Cell Saga is true neutral. I think Goku is borderline neutral and pure.
I think he's impure. Most evil thing Goku has ever done was given a Senzu bean willingly to Cell. I think that is the most evil thing Goku has ever done.
What kills me about Vegeta as a character is that he flips so fucking constantly. Like
Gohan is lawful good.
It kills me how often Vegeta fucking flops.
Lawful moral.
Back and forth between
Majin Vegeta saga, where he literally is like, you know what? I'm so annoyed. So in the Buu saga, there is a wizard named Babidi who can apply a Majin.
I'm gonna need you to speedrun this shit because I am so lost.
I'm gonna speedrun it. They can grant a magic transformation called Majin, which basically amplifies your power, but also makes you way more evil.
And also
Vegeta,
under their control,
feeling shitty about the fact that he's not as good as Goku, which everyone knows he's just as equally good as Goku, whatever, is like, you know what, Babidi, I'm going to take you up on that offer, and gets the M put on his forehead and gets a superpower boost, and then is like, oh, wait, I've given up my goodness. I feel bad about this.
Somehow.
I'm going to kiss my son goodbye and blow myself up now.
Yeah, I get it. Vegeta has like 5 slots on this chart. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But that's what kills me. I've sent you... literally link. We've been in the car together.
Make a moral alignment chart that's just Vegeta.
No, but yeah, Vegeta.
All right, so this is pink shirt Vegeta. This is clearly rebel neutral.
Oh no, I would rebel good Vegeta would be the Vegeta that was losing his mind over Virus disrespecting his wife because he wanted to be social good Vegeta.
Nobody hurts my Bulma.
But Beerus smacked his wife, so he turned into rebel good Vegeta, who was just like, I'm gonna protect my wife and also disrespect the hierarchy. That's rebel good. Vegeta?
Yes. That would absolutely be rebel good. Protect my loved ones, disrespect the hierarchy.
But before he was doing that, what was he doing? He was respecting the hierarchy, and he was like, hey, I've made you more snacks for your godliness. That was social good Vegeta. Fucking Vegeta's got like 8 places on this fucking map.
Gentlemen, do we have a question?
It's that time again.
Is it already?
Oh man, guys, it's that time. We got 10 minutes.
Okay, where do you think okay, despite your results, where do you think you should have landed on the moralities grid?
That's a very good question, actually.
Because I'm going to try to upload all of our pictures we used tonight.
And conversely, where do you think we each other should have ended?
Ooh, I like that too, yes.
And you can either use the standard or the 5 point that we have as well.
I'm going to use the ones that we posted, but I'm going to say instead of lawful, it's ordered. Just because we talked about that a lot tonight. I'm going to say I think I should have landed a little bit lower and to the right. So 1 dot lower on that line between chaotic and good. No, what is that?
So you think you're towing the line between good and neutral?
Towing the line between good and neutral, but also 1 step to the right of...
so towing both... You're literally in the center of good and neutral and chaotic.
So not that center point. Not that center point.
Or unordered.
So look at the center point between chaotic, good, lawful, and neutral on the right side, right? The top right of the middle square. But then go up 1 and right 1. And that's where I think I should have landed. I think that Matt should have landed... Let's see where Matt landed. Matt landed basically 2 to the right to where I thought I would have landed. Where did I think Matt should have landed? What do I think about Matt? I think Matt should have landed as...
Remember, I edit these, so be careful.
No, I think good is fine. Do I think Matt's chaotic? I don't think you're chaotic. I think you're a normal dude who follows...
Fuck you!
Yeah, I think you should have landed as a matter of fact, exactly in the center of lawful chaotic, like exactly in the center, but same level of good.
You mean lawful neutral?
I'm sorry,
lawful neutral.
Chaotic ordered. I think you should have landed exactly in the center of chaotic ordered.
Again, you can't do that.
Why not?
If you're talking about the center of the chart, that's true neutral.
No, I'm saying exactly in the center between chaotic and ordered, or as chaotic and ordered. Right. So in the middle, neutral. But also where he was in terms of good and evil. So I think he shouldn't have been so far.
So you think he should be neutral good?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So
I think he flip flops a fucking lot.
Okay, and then me.
And then I think Nick. Let me see where you are. You ended up honestly much. Let me think. I think Nick.
I have my own
okay. You know what I'm going to say? I'm surprised Nick landed so far left, which is on the map ordered/lawful. I'm surprised you landed as lawful as you did. I'm fine after an experience that Nick and I had personally. You're about as evil as I thought. I'm gonna say it that way, even though you landed in neutral. I'm gonna say you're about as evil as I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of your feelings came off as chaotic neutral, to be honest. I'm gonna say I'm surprised you didn't come off more chaotic. Same as
so this is actually where I'll begin mine, is I actually agree a little bit. I thought I would be towing the line between chaotic and neutral a bit more. I'm surprised that I got so close to lawful, and then I thought about it for a while. And again, as ordered or lawful is, it's more about a set of rules or ideas. And I do have like very firm concepts within my head that don't lend themselves to, say, necessarily the laws of society or the laws of government, but are more just like opinionated ways of how the universe should go.
You have strong feelings for how things should be.
Right.
Which is closer to order.
That makes sense. And I guess that's why I can see where it put me on where it put me closer to lawful, and also closer to evil, because as we've said, many of my bad takes do toe that line into straight up like awful territory.
Like, hey man, can you not?
Like, hey
man, all I'm saying is 65. It's time to hit that go button.
I've been vetting new third party members, so we can let them off easy.
We are taking applications.
As for Deion, I think I'd put you a little further towards lawful, but not for the reasons you'd think, because I think you are a more socially conscious person than I am.
Oh, so this is still you think I mask better than you. This is what it is.
Also, yes, I think you mask better than I am, but I also think you're more socially conscious than I am, which you're more like.
So the point of this is not to say how you appear.
Of the two of us, if I had the opportunity to go to a march and you had the opportunity to go to a march, you would be more likely to go to the march. It would take a lot of convincing because I'm a lazy piece of shit.
You'd be surprised.
Matt, I honestly believed you'd be chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mainly because I don't see you being...
He's close.
I don't see you being selfish, but I see you being like,
Spiteful?
I'm gonna do for me first before others.
Spiteful. Yeah.
Because, my life matters to me too, and I'm looking out for number one. And you grew up in Philly, and Philly has its own set of rules.
I eat people.
So...
Can't wait. Okay, so what do you think?
So go ahead, Matt. You can do yours.
So where do you think you should have ended up, and where do you think we should have ended up?
Yeah, so I got to speedrun this because we're out of time. I agree with Nick. I was going to say I put myself in chaotic neutral. I will often try to do the good things, but I will also serve myself at times when I need to because the world is chaotic and selfish and rude, and I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in gods. I believe in the fact that this is where we are, and we will die when we die. So you got to do what you got to do.
Neutral, yeah.
Yeah. And both of these gentlemen are often terrified of me and also love me and hate me. And
we love you.
Yeah. Well, at a bachelor party I was recently at, I got probably the most accurate statement I had at me, which was, "You're an asshole with a golden heart." And I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty much chaotic neutral as best as you can be. For Deion, I would have put you in that like very top quadrant between ordered, chaotic, and like good and evil. I mean, good. Yeah, so good.
True neutral? What the fuck?
Yeah, so you're in
the green square in the center.
Yeah, so you're in true neutral, but you're at the very top right corner where you're.
Oh, okay. So it's a little lower. That's what I told Nick. I'd be a little lower. Yeah.
Yeah, you are teetering between. You're almost chaotic, but you abide by social rules and law and order, often for self-preservation and just trying not to make waves because you just don't want to be noticed. And you do try to do good, but you also don't really give a shit.
So like, literally that corner of. Yeah, good and chaotic, right there.
Hey, welcome to the podcast of bad people, guys.
And then funny. For Nick, I would put you. You are a strange one.
I think it's closer to chaotic.
Like, I don't want to offend you.
It feels like Nick should be more chaotic than he listed, right?
As I said in chaotic neutral, I don't really give a fuck what you think of me. I would put you. I would say I would put
that
you.
That evil laugh makes it seem like he should be more chaotic than he listed.
Yeah, but he's not.
Are you secretly a Republican?
So he's, as I said before, he's chaotic in terms of that he may be impulsive, but he's not that impulsive.
Ask my Google ad. Fucking whatever that thing is. It thinks I'm Republican as fuck, apparently. I just got another Prager U commercial today.
It looks like you're listen, I hate to add politics to this.
Side note, I did check my Facebook advertisement settings, and literally one of my interests as listed by Facebook is young right-wing politics. And I was like, what am I looking at? I don't know what you think I'm looking at that makes me interested in these things.
It's because you like to argue.
I guess. I'm like so annoyed. I'm like, I literally just joined Hobbit queer posting the other day. I'm like, stop it.
The least like right-wing thing you could have thought to join it.
Right.
And it didn't help for some reason. You're just like, who's in this group? It's so funny. Okay.
And then I look at my interest in Dune, and I'm like, all right, well, there are a lot of hyper fascists in the Dune fandom.
The thing that you don't realize is, Nick, unfortunately, you fit into a lot of reasonable stereotypes based on your appearance.
That's what I say. It's like, I totally am the first to point out, like, I am always worried about coming off as a neckbeard or an incel. Because I definitely could fall into those camps on a bad day.
So for Nick, I would put you in neutral good, almost in the true neutral section, because you are chaotic, but you also understand the rules of society and you try to abide by them. You try not to make waves. You realize that when you do something wrong, you apologize for it, and you try not to step too far, but sometimes you do, and that's the chaotic part. And you do try to do good, but you also don't care. So yeah,
I'm also like, there are people who can do better good than I can.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like you are like right on that edge between being true neutral and like you just teeter into good because you try to do good, but you try. Like you're not you're not sitting there with a notebook.
It is clearly an effort. It's not easy.
You're not sitting there with a notebook like, oh, this is what I did wrong today. Like, you know what? Tomorrow's another day. I'll work on that tomorrow.
Tomorrow's definitely when I make up for all those eugenics comments I made.
Thanks everybody for listening. We started with roasting my ugly, unlovable face, and we ended up with the morality and Dragon Ball Z, and we, just like you guys, have no idea how we got there either. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next Thursday. If you want to support us, we have a Patreon page, and I, Rhuminus, will upload to YouTube, and I've also published 2 books. You can support us that way as well, if you'd like.
So I'm going to send this to you guys. I'm surprised how high I ended up, because I answered neutral for a lot of them. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Rip. I sent it to your personal DM. I personally DM'd you. Nope, I personally DM'd Matt. LOL.
You did.